floor is done. I got my screed on this side, and I got my screed on this side. So I'm going to have slightly more than a 1/4 inch per foot drop from here to here. And because this is a linear drain, it's going to be a flat pitch. And the easiest way to do it that I've found is screed, screed, let it set, pull that out, pull this out, and then I'll install my curb up against the mud. So that's what I'm going to do. First I'm going to spread some thin set, drop my mud on top, screed it out, go a little further, more thin set, screed, so that way I'm not working on top of the wet mud, and I can get a flat pitch. The thin set is so it'll adhere to the concrete, make a bond, very stable, very durable.
Okay, so linear drains are becoming very popular, and when you put in a linear drain, you need a flat pitch. Now, the thing about a flat pitch is you can install whatever tile you want on it. It doesn't have to be a small tile. In this case, I'm actually going to be installing a river rock or a pebble tile, whatever you want to call it. But when you have a flat pitch, you have the option of actually installing very large tiles, a 12 by 24, whatever size you want, because the pitch is flat. It's a flat surface that is sloped towards a drain. When you have a traditional drain, which is the center point drain, then you can't actually install the large format tiles because everything is curved towards the drain. It's like a bowl that goes towards the drain. So you get if you try and install a large format tile, you get or even anything larger than a 3-inch tile, you get a lot of lippage and corners sticking up. But when you have a linear drain, you basically have a flat floor that is, as I said, sloped to the drain. So it opens up a lot of possibilities for your shower floor. So most of the time, when you install these drains, I like to put a screed on one side and a screed on the other. If you install your drain first and try to screed to the drain itself, now you have the membrane that is folded over the drain. It's not stable because the membrane just tends to move around, and you can't. It's difficult to get a good screed across it. So what I do is I make a screed on wherever the drain's going on. In this case, it's on the long wall in the back. I make a screed that's exactly the size, well, not exactly, slightly larger than the size of the foam that surrounds the tray, and then I install that, screw it in, and make sure that it's completely firm and locked in place. And then I put another screed on the side of the curb, and I adjust the height of both so that I have a pitch of at least 1/4 inch per foot going towards the drain. Now here I'm installing mud for my shower floor, for my flat pitch. Schluter actually makes foam trays for that you can use for the linear drains. But in some cases, your floor, whether it be plywood or concrete floor, like in this case, it's not level. It's in poor condition in the sense that it's not smooth. There could be various reasons why a foam tray won't work. So in that case, you can use mud like I'm doing here, which will work pretty much in every case, because it doesn't matter what condition the floor is underneath, as long as it's stable. You can screed out your mud and get a perfectly level, or not level, but get the pitch exactly how you want it and get a flat surface every time.
Okay, so this is the next thing. I'm going to remove this.
So this is the process that I use when I'm installing a linear drain with mud. I have often used the foam trays, but in this case, because the shower was so big and because the floor was not in good condition, I decided to go with mud. So once you've installed the mud, next is the drain itself, waterproofing with the coated membrane, and installing the pebble rock and the drain grate. And that's all going to be shown here in this video. Thanks.
Okay, so that's up. Now we'll see if the thing fits. Okay, so I took this apart a little bit to fit this in. That goes like that. And I took this center part out here so I don't struggle to put the drain in. Once I cement them in, they're not going to move. Glue the drain in. And that'll be the drain.
Okay, so as always, leave your comments in the comment section below. I try to answer as many as I possibly can. Don't forget to subscribe.
That's it. Cut. Ready for time. Okay, so that's floor is done. Over in that corner over there, it tilts in that way. Over in that corner over there, it tilts in that way, so that you don't get any accumulation of water in those two corners.